We know that the whole healthcare space has been vulnerable ever since Washington went on the warpath about drug prices, and the pain spilled over into the rest of the cohort. But there are still plenty of high-quality healthcare plays with terrific growth that are exactly the kind of stocks you'll want to own when the Federal Reserve starts raising interest rates, which increasingly seems like it's going to happen next month. Companies like DexCom, DXCM, it's a medical device maker that produces the most popular continuous glucose monitoring system on the market for people with type 1 diabetes. I like to say that DexCom has built a better mousetrap when it comes to checking your blood sugar, because instead of constantly needing to prick your finger with a needle, these guys make a sensor that you simply stick on your skin. It directly transmits your blood sugar levels to a wireless receiver in real time, including your cell phone. No fuss, no mess, and most importantly, no blood. No wonder the guys at Google's Life Sciences division want to partner up with this company. They did it back in August. We got to talk about that. Now, DexCom launched the latest iteration of their glucose monitoring system just last month. While the stock has pulled back from its highs of 103 back in September, it's still up. It's a monster multi-year run, one that's given you more than 50% gain in 2015 alone, even with the stock well off its highs. And we know DexCom is doing well. The company pre-announced some very bullish results in mid-October. Not many companies pre-announce anymore, sending the stock soaring 19% in a single session. And when they reported the actual numbers a couple weeks ago, DexCom totally blew away Wall Street's revenue estimates, even after the analysts had boosted them pretty dramatically. Can DexCom resume its multi-year rally? Let's take a closer look with Kevin Sayer, the CEO of DexCom, find out more about his company's prospects. Mr. Sayer, welcome back to Mad Money. Good to see you, sir. Have a seat. In the time since we've been following your company, we've had monitors and then smaller monitors that you show us, and now you've got the ultimate. This is the 5. Show us how it works.
So the G5 is our newest platform, launched this fall, and the transmitter with the sensor communicates now directly with the cell phone with no other device involved. So I have the screen here from the G5, and you can see we've incorporated the color scheme of a cell phone and those type of graphics. Yeah. So now patients, instead of carrying a medical device, can get their glucose right on their phone, and they still have the capability of sharing the data with others like they had with the Share system we launched and talked about last time I was here.
Okay, now, we have to deal for a second with something that came up in today's session, which is United Healthcare talked about how it's having problems with the Affordable Care Act. In your documents, there are some. It does seem the healthcare industry is pretty convoluted. Do these providers like United Health, do they understand the value of this product, or are they trying to pinch pennies and have people stick fingers?
It's a combination of both. By and large, they understand it, and I would tell you over the years, United Healthcare has been a very big supporter of CGM. We recently changed to a pharmacy benefit with them and had some administrative hassles, if you will, of getting claims processed, but this isn't new. When you're in a business like ours where we have to bill insurance companies directly on behalf of our patients, there's always a paperwork hassle here and there, and we work through it.
All right. Now, the sensors themselves, the razor blade model, how often do you have to switch out the sensors?
Our sensors labeled to be changed every 7 days.
And how much do the sensors cost?
Sensors cost, our average price is between $70 and $75.
Copay typically would pay for?
Copay on DME is about 20%, yeah, for the patient, and then the insurance company pays for the rest.
I was shocked to see how little it's been adopted so far overseas. Is that because you just haven't been able to blow the product out yet? Because I have to believe this is an international phenomenon, and this demand for this would be international.
It will be. We need to get reimbursement set up with those agencies, and we focus primarily on the U.S. As you know, our growth story has been one over the past 3 years, and we made our investments here. We're going to start investing overseas more going forward.
But you've made it clear that the big issue may be awareness. Now, if one of these big companies like a Medtronic decided to come in, they could make people much more aware. Is it just you've got the patents and they don't have anything that we need to want to be aware of?
As you said in your opening remarks, we've built the better mousetrap, and we'll continue to do so. You've seen some of our awareness campaigns. We saw Nick Jonas last time I was here, and we've started going more directly to patients, and we'll drive that. And then on the back end, we'll make it more accessible to patients as well.
Okay, I want to talk Google Life Sciences because now they've split it off, and they've got Alphabet, and they've got a group that you can say has more rigor and discipline short term, and then another that's more rigor and discipline long term. And you're with the long term people. Fun, interesting, swap of ideas, want to put things in the sensors, or are it's just kind of brainstorming?
Absolutely one of the funnest things I've ever done.
Really?
And I've never been around. These guys are very, very smart, and their ideas with respect to what we can do with CGM, with analytics, even product configurations as they miniaturize electronics, we think can really make a wonderful product for our patients over time.
Well, because one of the things, I've got a wearable, but I was thinking that it would be much better to get, there's only so much you can read from this area.
That's right.
But you can read everything from that sensor, couldn't you, one day?
Well, our sensor is configured to measure glucose.
No, but I'm saying the concept.
But we could put other sensors in there. Yes,
Right?
we could over time.
I mean, because like one of the things I would want to know blood count, maybe a T cell, a PSA. I mean, there's a lot of different reads that I don't want to continue to go to the doctor for, and it would save the system a fortune.
Oh, it could, and that's probably a Google question over time, and they probably have plans for that. We focused on sensing glucose because that's, that we've remained very laser focused up to this point.
And the last thing, just in the financials, 10th consecutive quarter of 50% year over year with limited contribution from this. So I know that this just came out, that last quarter, which was beautiful, really didn't have much of this.
That's right. The pipeline of new patients and patients wanting to reorder the new system is more robust than any time we've ever had.
Yeah. Well, look.
So things are great.
Yeah, but it's a great story, and it's interesting. I always tell people who have diabetes, have they heard of this? Some have. There's still more who haven't.
Still more who need to learn, Jim.
Absolutely. Okay, that's Kevin Sayer, President and CEO of DexCom, which is one of the best stocks we have ever had on this show. Mad Money's back after the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.